Ah, it's good to be home. Man, unearthing those ruins took it out of me. Garfield, Kevin, I'm back, and guess... Wait. Garfield? Garfield, where are you? Kevin? Kevin, where's Garfield? Kevin, where is he? Seriously? You're useless. Rhodey? Hey, Rhodey. Dude, what are you doing, Rhodey? Have you seen Garfield? Seriously, these guys are no help. Rhodey, whatever, Rhodey. Richard! Rich! Any sign of Garfield? Come on, man. You're the one I can rely on. Where are you, Garfield? Please let me know in the comments if you've seen Garfield. I'm worried sick about him. So, today's episode is going to be centered around the Nether. Now, I've been talking about moving my portal for ages, and, well, I'm tired of talking. It's time for action. So we're going to build the new portal right into the mountain behind me, and transform this area to fit the Nether theme. I'd also like to establish a main Nether hub around the new portal, so we'll do that as well in this episode. And finally, I'd like to move my Guardian Farm portal from the surface of the ocean to down in the fishbowl. And I've got a few ideas of how I can incorporate the new portal into the farm area, so we're going to play with that as well in this episode. I'm thinking this is only going to scrape the surface of my little Nether project. I want safe tunnels, hubs at every portal, and I want more portals going to all of the major points of interest in my world. So we'll consider this episode part one of many for my little Nether transformation project. Alrighty, now that the itinerary is set for the episode, let's get started and build the new portal. Alright, I'm gonna take my obsidian, boop, boop, boop. I wanna mine out these blocks here, these blocks here. I'm gonna go boop, 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 boop. I know this looks wonky, but trust the process, it's gonna make sense. Bam, bam, bam. Thank you, ma'am. I built that too small. I'm an idiot. There we go, that's better. That's better. Now that we have the portals built, we just need to clean this area up and make it look a little more appropriate for the scene. So let's go ahead and transform this area. And bam! Our Nether portal area has been established and decorated. And for this area, I decided to give the illusion that the Nether is pouring out of the portal and slowly taking over the overworld. So I used netherrack, nylium, cobbled deepslate, and basalt for my palette. And the thought is that the netherrack and the nylium is the fresh nether terrain, with the basalt being the stopping point where the overworld starts to resist the encroachment. From there, where the basalt initially meets the nether, as the terrain and the overworld terrain starts to cool, it transitions into more of a cobbled deep slate. I did this hoping to have a more natural overworld look, with it still looking alien to the area. Additionally, I built a few crimson fungus trees at the meeting points where the nether meets the overworld, just to kind of have a logical natural barrier splitting the flow of the netherrack from the overworld. And that was just to try to make this build as logical as possible. I also used some vines to kind of decorate the area and dress it up just to give it a wild look. And then you have a little bit of the warped nylium with some warped nylium bushes too, just to kind of accent the area and add a little more color than just the red and black. And finally, central to the area, you have the new Nether portal tucked into this cave. And let's see where this portal takes us. Hopefully it links up to the existing portal, but we'll see. Oh, hello. Yes, we are connected to our original Nether portal. So the next question is if I go back through this portal, will I end up back at my new portal or the old established portal? Back into her and let's find out. And we are at the new portal. Sweet, we did it. So now that we have the overworld covered, let's hop into a quick time lapse and address the unpleasant area that is the Nether and build a nice new shiny Nether hub. Let's go. And here it is, my new Nether hub, or at least the beginnings of the new hub. And I think this is a pretty epic build. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like my overworld portal, I wanted to bring something alien to the Nether, so I went with ancient Roman or I guess Greek vibes and decided that my hub would be a ruin of sorts. We have our foundational pillars along with some smaller pillars and walls that have kind of crumbled due to the extreme environment and neglect. The only piece not touched by the harsh climate of the Nether is my central portal area. And I went with a quad portal to keep things symmetrical. My thought going forward is that we will maintain the old ruined vibe for the hub, but we will create new tunnels going out north, south, east, and west that look a lot newer, but also stick to like the whole Roman Greek vibe. And from there, I want to establish a grid system of tunnels that I can fly through easily and access all of the points of interest in my little world. It's going to be a huge task, so stay tuned for future episodes updating this hub. And one last thing I want to point out, I planted these sweet cherry blossom trees, mainly because I thought it would look really cool in the Nether, but they also serve as an obstruction to block the sightline of all the gas, and so it'll be interesting to see if it works and how long all of this holds up. Before I end today's episode, I'd like to make one more update. Let's go over to the Guardian Farm portal and move that as promised. What do you think, Mr. Piglin? Let me know. Actually, I think that's a zombie piglin, but you know, whatever, you guys get it. Moving on. Oh, that looks so much better than the original portal. As you can see, I continued the ancient ruins theme and built a quartz archway to frame my new ginormous Guardian Farm Nether portal. I also incorporated some white glazed terracotta and blackstone brick to accent the area, and put the icing on the cake, which are the two cherry blossom trees you see in front of me. And I think these trees just add a little more color to the area and just add to the environment. Our fishbowl looks so much better without that external portal and little pathway. It's much more symmetrical. Anyways, I think this is a good place to end things today. We have so much more to do in the Nether, but we are off to a great start. Our portals are looking so much better. If you've made it this far into the video, please stay tuned for a few outtakes from the making of this episode. They're a real hoot. Also, please consider leaving a like and subscribing if you already haven't. It helps the channel out immensely, so thank you in advance. Well, I've been BillyRantz. You've been amazing. I can't wait to see you again. Bye! My thought going forward is that we will maintain the old ruin vibe for the hub itself. Ow, 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 ow. Why? But we will create new tunnels going north, south, east, and west so that each direction has its own portal. Oh, Jesus Christ. There's a fucking ghast. I want no trouble from you.